Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Get Into It.
Do you like that?
The business of entertainment.
The business of entertainment.
What's up? That's what's up.
No, it doesn't work.
No, it doesn't flow.
No.
It doesn't flow like it used to. The business in it. Let's get into it. Business and entertainment.
Hey, but we're back. We're back at it. Right? We went off and we made a Christmas movie called Holiday in Santa Fe,
Yup.
starring Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
And Tootie, you did a part in it.
A little piece.
And Davey
Baby
Dave?
had a little piece.
Yeah.
You got a piece in it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, thank
You
you.
got a little taste.
Got
You got
thrown a
Taft
bone. We got
Hartley.
thrown a bone.
You got a little Taft Hartley.
A little Taft Hartley.
Got a little.
Can you explain what a Taft Hartley is, just so that we can start off the show
Actually,
with
I
some
think
knowledge?
you should explain what that is.
No,
since
but
you're a
it
producer.
happened to you. Do you tell me what a Taft Hartley is?
A Taft Hartley is basically when you got a homie, the producer, and you're like, "Hey, dude, hook it up." And he's like, "All right, I'll hook it up."
No.
And that's it.
Look, it's sort of true.
You got to
but
get the vouchers, right?
no.
You
Here,
gotta get the 3
well,
vouchers.
there's a
There's
lot.
a few ways to get it.
There's a lot of ways to join the Screen Actors Guild. But what was really interesting about Holiday in Santa Fe is that I think we had 3 Taft Hartleys. You were one.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Damn, you're a generous guy,
It's
Robert.
not. It's not generous. It's like it's just that if you're there and you're doing the job, you got a Taft Hartley
Who
people,
else
right?
is Taft Hartley? Davey Dave's already in.
Yeah.
He's already in, so we didn't have to worry about him. But we had James Guilford, I think is his name. He played Mr. Wilson.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah. Now I didn't know. Here's the interesting part. I didn't know that when he read for the part in New Mexico
But he was in.
that we picked him.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he wasn't a member of the Screen Actors Guild. So as a result, when they went to fill out all his paperwork, they were like, "Oh, here's the Taft Hartley paperwork for
That's nice of you, because some
Guilford.
producer would have been like, you know what? We got to
get someone
recast.
or get
because-
someone." But
Very nice of you,
you
Robert.
know what? It's not
Turning
nice.
over a new leaf this season.
No, the truth is that if you fit the part and you win the part,
Right.
you should get Taft Hartley. Taft Hartley doesn't mean
Okay, you know what's fucked up
there's
then?
no
Because
penalty.
I'm fat right now, so you made me Santa Claus. So what are you trying to say? I fit the part?
no.
That's what it was, huh, Davey Dave? And I have the limp and shit.
But
I
I will
was
say-
all Tweckle Santa.
You stepped up in an emergency. So did
That's true. That's true.
So did Matt. Matt from art department.
Matt, what do you mean?
Yeah, Matt, who played your part. You know the hotel manager.
Oh, right. Oh, really? That's who played it?
Yeah, he got Taft Hartley too.
Yeah. I had like 5 parts.
Yeah.
Remember? I was going to play.
Oh my God, you had a
Al Pacino.
ton of parts.
I had 2.
You had 2
Yeah.
parts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were going to be the mariachi.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
These are all emergency scenarios, but
That's some independent shit right there.
yeah, we're gonna give Davey Dave a real part because he played ball
He did.
and stepped in.
Yeah, yeah.
Super Bowl time,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, Super
That's
Bowl
what's
time.
up.
You know what, man? I was inspired by this guy's
You
words.
did good.
We locked eyes.
Yeah.
He said, "Super Bowl time,"
He said, okay.
and something clicked. I said,
He
"You know
said
what?
first and goal?
No,
No.
No?
that's all he said. Super Bowl
It was
time. and
third
that
and
was it.
goal.
Yeah.
That was it.
Third and goal. Fucking
That's
bottom
all I
of the
needed.
ninth.
That's all I needed.
It was good. You did a good job. You both did.
Thanks.
But when you get Taft Hartley, it is when you show up on a set, and you're an extra or you're standing there waiting for a part or whatever it is, and the director or the producer walk over to you and say like, "Hey, I'd like to use you in this scene," and if you don't have the paperwork or are not a member of the Screen Actors Guild, then you have to be godfathered in somehow.
Right.
And the way that happens is that they created this thing called the Taft Hartley. If you want to look up what Taft Hartley is, rather than
It's a
me
name,
explain
right?
it, yeah,
It's
it's
people's
someone's
name.
it's someone's name.
Yeah.
But it's the document that they use to basically make you a member of the union. So you get paid like a normal actor,
Yeah.
but the only catch is that it costs $3,000 to
Yeah.
join
it's
or
a lot.
something.
2,800.
So you get paid
a
$1,000, but
You got to
you
go
know,
take it.
you
Now,
got to
let me
come
a-
up with another two,
Unless you, how I got into
or don't pay.
production paid for mine,
What?
but it was studio, so they didn't care.
Oh.
Damn, see, that's what's up.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
But Roberts, let me ask you this as a producer. So there are producers though who will only see union actors, right?
Yeah.
Because you saw union, non-union.
Well, I didn't mean to see non-union. I didn't realize that the New Mexico casting director was seeing non-union. I didn't know that.
Oh.
I assumed that they were, because we were SAG,
Yeah.
signatory, that they were going to get only SAG actors, but they did not. Some people want to find new talent, and to be honest, James Guilford was perfect for it, and he did a great job, and he was talented, and He deserves this. He deserves to be part of the union, as far as I'm concerned.
And who was so me, him, and who was the other one?
And Matt.
Oh, Matt from Art Department.
Yeah. And you know, funny thing, he doesn't want to be an actor.
He does it.
No. And I asked him. I go, well, the thing is, I had to do it because he was working multiple days on the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a complicated scenario.
That was a good scene too.
It was a good scene, and he did fit the part perfectly. It was an emergency situation where I don't think we had that character until we found him. So
I could have flown in.
But let's talk about something more important. We are on to Made in Mexico in hotel rooms, and we're talking about 800,000 hotel rooms.
Yep.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
20 million impressions a month.
Mario Lopez
For lives.
telling you to watch the movie that Davy Dave is also in,
That's
that
what's
you
up. Yeah.
star in, that you wrote, that you
Yep.
produced, that you directed.
Yep.
Holy
Yep.
mackerel.
And I got some numbers in for first
Did you
4
really?
days.
Wow.
I did.
You want to share them or
Nah, I'm not
no?
going to share them, but I'm
That's
just
good,
going to
man.
say
You're doing well.
Mr. Pessimist,
Yeah.
Steve Weiser, sent me a text message with like firework emojis
Really?
and hand clapping and the whole bit. And he was and with like a GIF, like, you know, like the finger pointing, the winking. And he said, he gave a number and he said, if we keep up at this rate,
Yeah.
it's going to be a good summer.
You know what's exciting?
that.
I think I said this already last week, but it's exciting because it's innovative. You know, it's different. It's I think, and you didn't do it on purpose, right? You didn't set out to make a movie that was going to be on the Hotel Channel, but
No, but Weiser did.
yeah, but it occurred
Yeah.
because you used the people around you. You continued to push for yourself, for your stories, for your movie making. And people appreciated that. And it just so happens that Steve Weiser, who also executive produced, who also does a really good job in it. He's a
Yeah.
great actor.
Yeah, he was an actor.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
He was great in the movie. You guys check it. When
He just pussed out in filmmaking because he said, I told this story, didn't I? Like his
Yeah.
wife told me that night.
Yeah.
He did a short film. It won some awards. We're going back like he was in college. He studied writing. He studied acting. This is what he wanted to do. And then he saw how tough it was, and he was like, I'm just going to go make money. And he went and made money, and now this is his, he's retired pretty much. This is his third act.
Yeah.
And I brought this to him. We kind of brought it to each other because he said he saw my tenacity, and he said, like, I just kept doing shit. And he saw if we could make something for relatively cheap and we could put it on this platform that he was involved with, and because he knew the numbers. He saw the 20 million impressions. He saw the 800,000 hotel rooms. You know what I mean? He actually helped somebody, another friend of ours, with the movie get up there that he had nothing to do other than like help the guy. And he saw the numbers coming in off of that, and it wasn't produced by Mario Lopez. It didn't have Lila Brancato in it. It didn't have,
And they did well.
and it was doing really well.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, business, what's a story, And I said, well, I pitched him everything from Dino and me and stuff. He's like, nope, too big, not gonna do it. He goes, we need to find something that's simple that we can make for like not a lot of money. And I just started projecting my life and like, what about a suburban dad who writes his screenplay and he gets it jacked by these shady Hollywood guys and he goes in business with this drug lord unbeknownst to him, and they kidnap him and want him to make a movie on an iPhone about the drug dealer's life. And he has no idea how to do it because he's not a filmmaker.
Right.
He's like, yes, this
There
is
you
good.
go. Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard the pitch for Made in Mexico in about 10 seconds.
That was a good pitch too, right? Was that not bad?
Anything under 20 seconds is tremendous.
But it was pretty good because you've heard it a lot and you kind of were like, okay. all
Well,
You've had 5 years to rehearse
right.
that.
I'm just saying.
Has it been 5 years? No, it has not been 5 years. No way. Let's see. Fucking 2019. Damn. Not 5 years, but we shot that in 2019. No, not 4 years, fool. What are we in right now?
Well, from your
2021.
concept.
Oh, yeah.
If you can tell your story in less than 20 seconds and have people understand it, it's pretty outstanding. And you did that.
High concept.
It is high concept.
But, to getting back to what you're saying about the first, like the distribution in the hotel rooms.
Innovative.
Yeah, it is, but I get people pissed because I, as a creator, want people to see my product. And so a lot of people can't see it. But what is cool is I'm getting people sending me, like right now we're sitting here, my buddy sends me a screenshot of a hotel room, with Made in Mexico on the TV from Seattle. So I've gotten them from Riverside. I've gotten them from Nashville. I've gotten them from Hawaii.
Yep.
I've gotten them from
It's
Seattle.
amazing.
So it's cool. You know what I mean?
I think the hotel channel should have a VOD so that we can all get the app and then watch what's in the hotels right now. That'd be funny, right? It's the reverse of
Wiser, there you go.
Well, no, I mean that's the whole thing with like going to letting it run there first and not going. Yeah, it's exclusive because if I go to Amazon right now, because I was going to do it simultaneously, but people will just go on their iPad and purchase it for $3 or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense to let it run there. But you know what? I got pitched something the other day that was really interesting. It was an app called Views. It used to be Fanbase Mobile. And you follow people, you become fans, and you link to their calendar. And it's pay-per-view, but you own it. And it's a cut, like it's a split. Cool. So you market, you distribute, you do everything. And you get everything. It's pretty crazy, though, how like things are really traditionally – it's kind of going away like the routes we used to go. I mean, they're always going to be there, but there's so many more ways now just to get your shit out there and to make money, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Robert, you don't like that, do you?
Yeah, I like it. I
Come
think
on,
I think you have to be willing to change with the times. I think that, people are making money in all kinds of ways. We talk about this all the time, right, David?
Yeah.
It's about content. It's not really about movies. I mean, look, making movies at Lifetime, for Christmas, that's not going to go away.
Yeah.
They've mastered it? Yeah. Do they have the audience for it? Yeah. Do people go to Lifetime for a certain type of movie? Yeah. Would they succeed with that movie if it wasn't Lifetime? Maybe not. Right? They have found their sweet spot and they're feeding their audience what the audience wants. So there's nothing wrong with that. In that sense, yeah, it'll be around forever, right? Lifetime will be there because they're going to be giving you a certain type of film. You go to HBO, like I've been watching HBO Max lately. I like HBO Max. Yeah. Has a lot of cool stuff on it, but there's
the new Soderbergh movie. I tried to watch that on Amazon.
What is it?
The one with Don Cheadle. It's supposed to be really good.
Yeah,
it's like a 50s noir.
Yeah,
was it good?
Those guys are great.
Benicio del Toro,
yeah,
Don
they're
Cheadle.
all terrific.
Yeah,
they could do anything and it'd be amazing. So I was entertained the whole time, but I don't know. Did I love it? Was it totally different? I mean, Matt Damon shows up at the end. He's amazing.
Matt Damon's in it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. But you go to HBO Max and you don't know really what you're going to get. Right? You go there and you're like, oh, there's the Black Messiah.
Damn, Roberts, I didn't know you were about that.
I saw a few things, but there's no signature film or project that goes on HBO Max. But Lifetime, they do give you signature projects.
you got right now Christmas in July or something I saw somebody posted. So they actually plug your movies twice a year then?
I don't know. I guess they're doing it now for summer just for fun.
Just for fun?
Yeah, I guess because they have a lot of products, so why not, right? They don't have to pay again for it. They just put it out.
But Lifetime also does true crime.
They do romantic comedies.
They do romantic comedies, true crime.
Yeah.
Just across the board.
Yeah. When I did Feliz Navidad with Paula Hart and Mario, I didn't know what was happening, right? We just sort of were in an elevator and talked about doing Feliz Navidad as a single dad or whatever. And next thing you know, Lifetime bought it. We didn't just give it to Lifetime. We gave it to a couple of people, right? But when Lifetime picked it up and we started doing that, you just get in. It's like someone opens the door and you walk in and you're like, oh, okay, so this is a thing.
But now you're established there. You're the guy. You are. Other people are reaching out to you. We're not dropping any names, but he's literally legit Mr. Christmas.
I think after this year's, yeah.
I mean, he's
No
legit doubt. Mr. Christmas.
Look,
although you pitched me a true crime right now, I really liked it before the thing, but you can't do it now. You can't do it. You're Mr. Christmas. That's it. Fuck it.
Well, here's what I want to say about that. I think that there's nothing wrong with riding the horse in the direction it's going, right? My horse is in this Christmas area. I happen to like it. I'm thinking about, storylines and ideas, revamping stories. And as long as I have something to give to Christmas, I'm going to keep doing it.
And you know what, though? You're doing actually, because I was about to break chops right now and say, yeah, but you got to keep it formulaic for the Lifetime viewer.
Sure.
But you're doing a Christmas movie on Netflix, too.
That's true.
So fucking Christmas over here. Your new name is Santa.
Santa Christmas.
But you know what? Stories. There is truth to that, because I remember my buddy Christian and Tyler Perry, for that matter. Tyler Perry probably obviously more. My buddy Christian, you guys know, he's been on the show. He does action indie stuff. he never wanted to. He made his bones in that. He did a lot. He's done probably, I don't know, 15, 20 films, and now he's venturing off to do. And now that he's proven himself, people will give him money to do. He's doing a romantic comedy. He's doing a thriller. He's doing he wants to do a Christmas. He wants to spread his wings. And Tyler Perry, I remember years ago going to his crib with Lopez in Atlanta, and it was just us three. We went to dinner, and we went back to his crib, and I was asking him if he was ever going to do anything like in the mob. That's when I was all about the mob stuff. And he said, no. He said, I'm going to do stuff that works for me, like Medea, which was a flop, which was the story about that. The actress never showed up. It was a play. The woman who was playing that role never showed up, and he had to jump in.
Is that true?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
and he had to play that, and people died. They loved it. It was, and it was. It wasn't a movie. It was when he was doing what do they call it, the Chitlin circuit or something. He started off doing plays. You guys know that, right?
No.
And he had. Oh yeah, dude. He was homeless down in the
I remember
South.
that, yeah.
And he was doing these plays, and the Medea was a character, and he would sell. People would shoot it like on VHS, and he would sell them out of the back of his car. But the woman didn't show up. The actress who was playing the role never showed, so he had to step in.
Wow.
And then that's how that was born. And then look at, that franchise created a billionaire.
So circumstance and luck
Proximity.
and
Proximity. Well, that's what actually Weiser preaches to me. He said proximity is everything.
True.
Proximity
True.
is you can go out and search and hunt and try to find everything you need, but proximity is key. And proximity for me with him is what happened with Made in Mexico and the Hotel Channel. If it wasn't me, it could have been some other filmmaker who was willing to make a movie for $20,000.
Yeah.
And, it was just an experiment. For him, it was like, okay, yeah, this is fine. Let's experiment. Let's see how this goes. Let's see what happens. And it's turning out pretty good. So the experiment's going to continue. But it was just proximity because I'm around the guy.
True.
You know what I mean? I had no one to call at 5:30 in the morning except for that fool when I was driving in. I had a long-ass commute. And I couldn't listen to any more true crime podcasts at 5:30 that fucks you up, messes you all up, fucking hearing about death and murder. So I'd call Hafu. And that's what we would, I was always trying to figure out ways to make money because I was broke.
you're not broke no more.
I'm not,
No.
I mean, I'm not, it's not that I'm not broke. I'm not loaded, you know what I mean? But I'm just not stressed like I was before. It has nothing to do with, it's not the movie, trust me. The movie's not making money yet, but it's just
But
working.
you're going to get your investors their money back, which is which is a promise we make when we make movies, right? That you're going to try to get the investors their dough back. And
yeah, and
when
I got
that
a
happens, it's
manager out
positive.
of it, which is cool.
Oh, that's
You got
cool
a
too.
manager?
Yeah, I got a manager, and he's a great dude, super connected. He sent me the script that he's producing about Bradley Knoll called "What I Got," the Sublime story.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it looks pretty good.
So what happens now? Like now that like statistically, that people are going to order the movie, that there's going to be a little bit of money made, that you're going to probably more than likely pay back your investment, which is pretty cool. You may make a couple of dollars yourself. So I think the dream is make a movie, pay the investment back, and make another one. Is that is
So
that the
make
plan?
another one, but kind of go off of what Tyler Perry told me and my buddy Christian told me. Make something that's similar. So like Made in Mexico is a comedy. It has a little bit of a dark comedy element to it. It's Latino. It's fun. It's quick. You know what I mean? Like I gotta stick to
Ride your own coattails.
Well, I want to because that's what people are gonna watch that movie. They're gonna recognize that type of movie.
Yeah.
So I gotta kind of stick to that. Like I can't go. Not that I can't, but why would I go horror movie? Or why would I go
Like Tarantino couldn't do a romance.
He probably doesn't. Well, yeah, he probably doesn't want to.
Right.
What True Romance?
He
was
did.
that a
He wrote
romance?
that. I mean, it had romantic elements. No, it was fucking the mob was involved, killing,
But
drugs.
they loved each other.
They did love each other. But okay, so yeah, you have that, but not like he's not gonna write the Notebook.
He would not do a romantic comedy. Probably, you're right.
I don't think so. That's it. Oh, did you hear he bought the Vista, which is really
I
cool?
did. He's going to
That's
revamp
great.
it and do
Yeah.
a whole thing with it.
Bought
I
the
saw it
Beverly
on.
Boulevard.
I saw it on my favorite show,
wow.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, is that your favorite show?
It really is like an old man. I watch.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
love
good
it.
show.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
every Sunday, man, I'm just sitting there watching it.
Sunday
Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was a little kid, they used to show it to us in school, like to get like educated on like current events and shit.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. But all right, so
Make another movie.
so you're gonna make another movie, and you're gonna do it in the wheelhouse so that people know what to expect from you.
Well, I have the movie. I have Santana that we've talked about already. That I have it over my buddy Maurice Compte, who's an actor.
But that you had written.
I had written.
But that you had written.
I had written, and he took it. You know, again, like just because you write something doesn't mean it's dead. And nothing happens doesn't mean it's dead.
Right.
Things come back to life all the time. Look at Ashley Garcia. That took over a decade. It came back to
Correct.
life.
Well, there's lots of movies. Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Queen's Gambit. I read, what was it, 20 years or some shit? And that's a little long. There are 20 years to wait for something to happen.
20 years a little long.
A little long. But, yeah, these guys want to make it. So I did a rewrite on it, sent it over.
But let me ask you this. So I think you know that there is a certain level of success with the hotel channel, right?
Yeah.
So you know that people are going to see the commercial, see the subject matter, and rent the movie. Okay, so that's
Yes.
$20, right?
Possibly.
Well, you know it's happening. So,
Well, I know it's happening,
So
but
you
they're
could
gonna
you could create an average and say like, okay, you know, there's a very good chance that in a couple of months, give or take, you know, great weekends,
Yeah.
you know, lots of capacity,
Yep.
you know, right? People don't want to go outside because it's super hot. They're going to watch a movie inside. So is there a type of movie that you think would work better on the channel that you could do? Could you do a family movie for kids?
It's funny because Wiser has access to all that information, like what sells, what doesn't sell, you know what I mean? And, yeah, family stuff really sells. Kids stuff really sells. If you could do the combo, like the kid family, like it's funny because I was looking because I get the screenshots of people sending me pictures, and Made in Mexico's under family. Or actually, I'm sorry, family's right below it, family kid. But it's pretty cool because it's between a Disney movie and a Lionsgate movie.
But that's awesome. But it's not in the indie.
No, it's in theaters.
In theaters.
It's like it's in the section which is in
That's
theaters.
amazing.
Now.
That's amazing.
But no, so getting back to what you were saying, yes, family, kids, something that everybody could watch. But Made in Mexico, I made it that way because my kids are in it. And my kids they've never seen a movie or a TV show because they're a Waldorf kid.
Yeah.
Like we're a screen so this is going to be the first movie they're going to see in a theater. And so
wait, where are you going to show it in a theater?
Harmony Gold, probably the end of this month.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll be invited.
Okay, I live right there. Yeah, of course.
You better come.
I'll live right there.
Come on, foo.
5 minutes away.
Yeah, but so I wanted to make it that they could watch it too. Granted, there's some cussing in it, which is fine. It's not too bad, but it's not.
They've heard you cuss more than once, bro.
Did they hear me cuss all the time? And then and then they repeat it, and then I get yelled at, and then I said it wasn't me, and then they said it was you, and it's a whole thing. So. Yeah, I personally though, Robert, to get back to you, I think that what I will make next, if I'm going this hotel route again, which I probably will, is I'll probably do something, because action still does well.
Yeah,
not so much action, but more reaction thriller. So like, making money has a really cool feel to it. Like the way that I'm seeing it, the way it's going to be. Characters, what it's about, I think it could do really well. I think people would really like it. So I think that would be either my next one.
Well, that sounds excellent. Yeah, I think there's a world out there that is pretty interesting when you put your mind to something and do it against all odds. I think when people see movement, I used to say this all the time. I think when people see a moving train, they want to jump on it. You want to get 100%. On that train. Like you can't.
Or you're at least going to look at it.
A lot of people I've heard over the years say like, "Oh, well, I have this project, and as soon as I get all the money, or as soon as I get this one actor, or as soon as I do this, then I'll start." Right? People don't like that kind of action. They like to see movement no matter what. So,
didn't you raise money for? I think you told you would raise money, start the project, and then have to go and raise more money while things were rolling, right?
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah, what I would do, and I don't recommend anyone do this, but because I came from nowhere to be in entertainment, I think my theory on it all was, what's the worst that can happen is that I claim bankruptcy and I'm not a filmmaker. Is the only thing the worst thing that can happen to me before I had kids. So I would always say, like, look, I don't have the money to do this movie, and I'm going to need like $500,000, and I would raise 100 of it, and I'd say I had all of it, and then I'd make offers to actors, and they'd accept,
Yeah.
and then I'd be now behind. So, but with that movement, I would tell people, hey, I've got, Sean Young, I've got, Jamie Presley, I've got, all these people involved in the film. And as I moved towards production, I would raise the rest of the money with the excitement of we're starting in 3 weeks, we're starting in 2 weeks, we're starting in 1 week. We started.
You kind of did that with Fleece and Every Dad, though, in a way, right?
No. Well, no.
Yes, you did.
No,
you
no.
were on your knees praying.
Well, no,
Your email came in.
No. We independently raised money to do the script.
Yeah.
Then we sold it to Lifetime. Lifetime funded it. But what I was on my knees praying is that SAG would clear us.
Oh, that's right.
To start the movie on Monday, and it was like Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like desperate, and I was nervous, and it finally worked out.
Rona, dude. That was Rona time.
Yeah, it was super crazy. But I think look, the exciting thing about this world is that I think opportunity is there for people who take risks. And if you risk putting stuff together, moving forward, and saying like I'm going to do it at all costs, you got Steve Weiser, who's super smart. You got Mario Lopez, who's super smart and connected. You've got all these people that decided to help you.
Rua Brothers, Ozzy Arua is now.
Yeah.
Because Jaime works with them. Jamie works with them. And, Jamie's working with me. So I got that backing.
Movement changes everything. So if you're out there and you want to do a movie and you don't know how to do it, just get it started. Grab someone to do your camera. What's a trip is I think back when I started making movies, and you'd go rent like the film camera at Otto and Emmons or Panavision, and there's all this equipment and boxes and all this lighting that had to happen. Man, we work with this guy Ryan Galvan, who's a DP.
Amazing, dude.
Triana, who pulls focus for him. The guy lights a room with almost nothing.
Yeah.
And he lights it quickly and efficiently. He knows exactly what he's going to do. You go to turn around, he turns around like in 5 minutes. You don't have to wait for anybody. That's not the way it was. So, I think that if you're thinking you can't make a movie or you can't make a video because you don't have the right equipment or the right lighting, find yourself a DP that's got his camera and a little bit of lighting, and see the magic you can create. I mean, I did 2 documentaries the past couple of years, and I worked with Angelo Costa, and he had his camera. He actually had 2 cameras, and he ran his own sound. So I did my documentaries. I would show up to interview you, and I'd have him, his 2 cameras, his mic, and that's it. Just him and me. And we did
because they call those predators.
Yeah, we did this amazing. He could cut. He didn't cut it. I used
Yeah.
Alicon to cut both.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because I respect the editing.
No, for sure. But they have those guys that shoot. They do audio. They do everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they actually.
But you're
they
right.
cut,
You
too.
can get one person to literally do the whole thing. So
Like me.
yeah, you can
You
make
can do that on Davey Dave.
you can make it happen. You can get your product out there. You can maybe make movies, whatever you want
It
to
is
do.
tough, though. It is tough, though.
No, it's completely tough, but it's there. It's you can do it. You know what
But when
I'm
you have a
saying?
passion for it, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, and you know what? Also, too, I think it's infectious because looking back at all the shit that I've made in the past, from Ron Lee asking me to write that Super Bowl commercial, Crash the Doritos, back in 2008 or 9, and I was like, okay, I've never written a commercial, but let me see, and so we did it, and it turned out pretty funny, and people liked those characters, and that spawned The Good Life, and then people just jumped on. People just started, people started getting involved, which was cool, and there was times where Ron Lee even shot, because that's back in 2010 maybe, and it wasn't as easy as it is. Trust me, there's so many people out there with cameras who want to shoot shit right now, and I'm talking good cameras like Alexa Minis and stuff. To like, bro, just write me something. Let's fucking shoot this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find people who will shoot, but start writing. Get your shit down. Get your shit down. So then when you go to somebody, you say, "Here's this. Let's do it," and they're ready to go.
So bottom line, just go do it. Keep putting it out there. There's so many platforms to get your stuff seen. If you're around someone that has money, they may see you. They may say, "Hey, let me fund what you're doing."
Yeah.
An actor, you hit them up on Instagram. They may decide to do your movie for $500 a day, $300 a day, $1,000 a day, whatever that is. Sometimes they just want to work or do a hip, cool, different project.
Yeah.
And and be innovative. Just understand that everything that you're doing, if you're not known, should be something that raises someone else's eyebrow. So you have to put something out there that people go like, "Wait, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Or who is this girl?"
It's hard to do that though in the beginning because you're fearful. You're like, "Fuck, I don't want to do. I want to like I like this movie. I want to kind of mimic this movie."
Yeah.
And people go, "Okay, that's cool, but it's kind of like this." And you're like, "Well, yeah, it kind of is." But then after you keep going, you're like, "I need to do something that's different, like something that isn't going to be recognizable." You know what I mean? Or like people are going to go, "Whoa." You kind of combined a little bit of Scorsese with a little De Palma or a little, you know what I mean? Like mix it up, make it unique and different. But that also comes with post because Alarcon really, that's having a badass post guy like we got.
I wanted to say,
We'll just say it then.
we used for Holiday in Santa Fe. I used about 7 tracks from Extreme Music,
Nice.
and what's funny is I was picking the songs from Extreme Music, and I realized that I had used so many of their songs already, so I had to go outside of what I would normally search for Christmas
Yeah.
and try to find other words to add to my search so that I can get different songs.
Yeah.
And I did. I ended up getting about 7 completely different feels.
Based off the words
Based
you're
off
putting
my
in?
search, yeah. And yeah, there was plenty of stuff for me to pick from. I ended up picking some great music. So shout out to Russ and to everyone at Extreme Music.
Can we get Russ back on the show?
Yeah, I got to talk to him. I told him we were,
Oh yeah, we had a little thing going, maybe, right?
we were going to do something, and I haven't cleared it up, but I'll talk to him. I may have scared him away with my prowess. But hey, David, what's going on with you?
Hey, just trying to keep in the content game.
Yeah, Dave, are we gonna do the? Remember we talked about doing the? I did it on my Instagram. We could do it on our Instagram. What's it called? The live feed, right?
Yeah, we should do it. We should do
We
it.
should do the live feed.
How
Yeah,
about next week? Do live feed.
Yeah, but let's not
What does
forget.
that mean?
we could do it right now. Can we do it right now or no?
We're done with the show, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. Next week.
You know what? Let's try that out next week.
So the live feed is you just go live,
Okay.
and then people who follow you see that you're live, and then they start writing shit. Like you went on my thing.
Yeah, and I wrote to you.
Yeah.
I said, "What's up?"
do
All right.
next
Well, I think the moral to this show is go out and do your thing. Tell your stories. Don't be afraid.
Start
People
it.
with cameras. Just get started.
Just get started.
You know what? Get started, and if you get stopped somewhere along the way, then you get stopped, right? But you just get it started. Just say you're going to do it, and that'll change a lot of stuff.
Use your iPhone. Hey, that's what Joe Ochoa did in Made in Mexico.
So the final thing I'm going to ask you is, how do you feel now that it's all done, that it's finally up? I mean, do you feel satisfied?
I do. I really do. Because I'm sure I'm going to get like, I can't please everybody, so I'm sure eventually I'm going to get somebody to say, this movie sucked. But for the most part, everybody who's seen it, who's been in hotel rooms, who I know have texted me saying, this was really fun, really funny, kept me entertained. I really liked it. Great job. And that's what it was supposed to do. It's not heartfelt. You're not going to be moved. You're going to go, oh, fuck, this poor guy. This guy's fucked. And then you're going to go, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, I get it now. Okay, this is cool. And that's it.
Well, congratulations
Hey,
again, dude. I think
congratulations.
we're gonna have to keep celebrating, Made in Mexico until it comes off of the Hotel Channel. So every week we're gonna talk about it, see how it's doing, see how you feel, see what you're doing next, see if we can't get another thing started. And Dave, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you, and we'll see you next time on Let's Get Into It.
Yeah.
Yeah.